Mr. Flowers, what got you into video games, bro?
All right. Well, first off, what's going on, internet? His name is Terance. Happy to be here. Definitely glad we could finally get this podcast started. But it's funny, as you all went over your answers, I had mine kind of written out, and then I thought about it, I was like, wait, you know what? That's not actually my start. For me, my start, funny enough, was with PC gaming, and not in the way maybe that you think. Um,
You a
my
trader,
dad, he
bro?
bought, huh?
You a trader, bro? You PC master race?
Yeah, you know what? Back when I was 5 years old, I was part of the master race, but not the master race as it is now. I was on that Windows 95 master race. No, but my dad, he had a bought an old oh man, Packer Hewitt, or Hewitt Packard, yeah, one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
older, yeah, computers. Well, I guess they're just called HP now, but back then they spelled it all the way out. But yeah, my mom, funny enough, the only way that she was really gonna let me play games like that, this was when I was like younger, like from age like 5 to like 8 or so. The only way I was really gonna play games like that was if they were educational. So the games that we're playing like at that time were like Reader Rabbit, like Math Blaster, stuff like that. And you know what? They were educational, but they were also fun. I mean, it is what it is. I enjoyed them. And that was kind of like my gateway into gaming. That, and also when we would go to the malls and department stores, back when Sears was bigger, and like JCP and all of them, they have like the mall setups where you'd have like the TV that's like 15 feet above your head, so you're like having to crank your neck back up just to see it. And they'd have games you could play, like N64 games and whatnot. I didn't really get my first console until like it was maybe like early N64 era, and that was a Sega Genesis. So I was kind of behind the curve. But my first game was Sonic 3D Blast, and that I loved it. I played that. I had Sonic 3. I enjoyed all those games. So I went into like the console generation as like a Sonic fanboy. I saw Mario, and I would watch like cousins and everything and other people play that, but Sonic, he had that cool factor, so that got me into it. Um After that, I'd say honestly, outside of like those early learning games and Sonic, the game that really, I guess, made me like a hardcore gamer had to be Pokemon Red. When I got Pokemon Red, man, I played the hell out of that game. Like I went through all the glitches and everything. I did the missing no, the candy, the rare candy
Yeah.
glitch. I did that all the time to level up. Like I didn't even really go out of my way to catch all the Pokemon. I usually would just start the game over and over and just get to the point where I could do like the missing no glitch, so I could just level up my Pokemon just the way that I wanted to. So, I guess that was like the early version of me not even caring about being a completionist. I just wanted to just beat the game as much as I could. But from there, I'd always continued to be an RPG fan. I eventually got a Game Boy Advance SP. I got into the Golden Sun. I love that series. Really wish it could come back in some way. Um, I
Good luck.
Final Fantasy 8. My neighbor, he had Final Fantasy 8. That was like my first like time really seeing a Final Fantasy. Like I knew Final Fantasy 7, but 8 just blew me away just because it was such a stark difference in graphics, and the summons, they were so much more like cinematic looking, and I was just blown away by the game. But I never got a PlayStation 1. I eventually got a PlayStation 2, so I kind of skipped a lot of the bigger RPGs and instead played a lot like the N64 stuff. But yeah, long story short, I mean, I love RPGs, love fighting games, love action adventure games. Just been a long time gamer and just going to continue to do so.